Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast but didn't know where to start? Well, Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor is your one-stop shop for podcasting. They have tools that you can edit, add music, all right from your phone or your computer. They'll even distribute your podcast so that it can be heard everywhere like Spotify, Apple, and even on Google. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Good morning, everybody. This is Morning Coffee.
It's time to pour it, stir it up, and serve it up. This is the Morning Coffee Podcast Show, your unofficial wake-up call. Here to help you live your best life and revolutionize your relationships, faith, inspiration, and love. Start your day the right way with Morning Coffee. Here's your host, Tanisha R. Atkins.
Good morning. You are tuned into the Morning Coffee Live Show. I'm the host, Tanisha R. Atkins, back with another great episode for you this morning. Well, as you know, Morning Coffee is your unofficial wake-up call on a mission to provoke you to change and spiritual growth so that you can live your best life and revolutionize your relationships. Well, we are coming to the end of season 4. Season 4 is just about over, guys. We have had an amazing season. Well, all season long we've been talking about we're all in this together, and hopefully you've learned something this season to help make you better, help make your team better, your organization, or anywhere that you are part of a group of people. The idea was to help you to adapt the mindset of doing things as one, because we really are better together. We're stronger together. Like, these are not just cliches that you hear. This is real things. Like, there's so much power in unity. You know, just imagine if everybody is working to complete one job and we're all on the same wavelength and everybody's moving at the same speed and the same pace. You know, it helps you to get things accomplished in a more effective, faster way. So it's really power in unity. Not going to be before you very long today. What I want to talk about today in pertaining to walking together as one is effective communication. And this is something that we all can work on, is our communication. Sometimes we make the mistake of assuming that people know what we mean, but we fail to say what we mean. People aren't mind readers. People don't know what you're thinking. So a lot of times, things can work smoother for you, or things will flow better for you simply by you just opening your mouth and saying what's on your heart to say about a situation, and not just assuming that people are supposed to know what you like, don't like, what makes you happy, what not makes you happy, what you're uncomfortable with, you know, all those things. We have to learn how to communicate. And some of us don't do that because we have confidence issues. You know, no one wants to be rejected. No one wants to feel unloved. You don't want to feel like the odd man. You don't want to feel stupid. But, you know, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong or stupid question. If you have a question, let me say it that way. There's no stupid question. If you have a question, you just have to ask it. You know, a lot of times you may be in the room with other people who may have the same question about something, and they're too scared to kind of say it because you don't want to be judged and ridiculed, and none of us do. But the thing is, you have to learn to communicate. We have to learn to be clear and precise about telling people, getting our point of views across. Because what happens is when you hold things in and you don't get them off your chest like you need to, you bottle those emotions up. And over time, it gets in your heart. And, you know, the Bible says out of your heart flows the issues of life. Because when you get a bad vibe in your heart about somebody, you start to treat them differently and look at them differently, all because you didn't say whatever it was that was on your mind. And a lot of times it's this fear there. We don't want to deal with people's attitude. And we fear, if a conflict might arise, or you don't know how they're going to respond. But, you always have to just be yourself, and it's better to get things out while you are calm and can be able to express what you're saying without all the emotions attached to them. And a lot of times, just what you saying something, you give the other person an opportunity to respond and say, hey, I didn't mean it like that. You may have taken it the wrong way. Things can really be cleared up a lot when we just learn to say what we mean what we say, communicate, learn to listen. So we're going to talk about that all this week. We're going to talk about effective communication, because a lot of times that really is the center of the problem in a lot of our organizations, in our businesses, in our families. Communication. Somebody's trying to say something and somebody's not paying attention. So we're going to talk about that this week. I'm going to keep it short today. Praying and trusting that you enjoyed the replay yesterday with Dr. Tiandra Gordon. But this week we're going to talk about just effective communication and ways to communicate, ways to listen, what it means to listen and communicate, what it means to listen to respond versus listening to understand. We're going to talk about all that this week as we get ready to wrap up season 4. It's been an amazing season. I've enjoyed it. Life-changing nuggets. I pray that you have too. Make sure that you're sharing the podcast with somebody. Let them know, hey, come get these nuggets, because again, this is the unofficial wake-up call. We are on a mission to help you to have change and spiritual growth so you can live your best life and revolutionize your relationships. You want these things, just a little sidebar, but if you want to live your best life and revolutionize your relationships, you got to learn to make adjustments where adjustments are needed. To keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result, well, they say that that's called insanity. So you want something different, you have to have a mindset shift. And what's going to cause your mindset to shift is what you put in your mind. What are you telling yourself about yourself? What are you telling yourself about your situation? What are you telling yourself about your family? How's your attitude? And all those beautiful things. So hopefully this podcast is helping you. Thank you for all of you that listen every morning. Good morning to my grandfather. He listens every single day. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I want to let you guys go and have a great day. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk a little bit more about effective communication. Have a great day.
Every day I wake up with purpose, starting my day with faith and inspiration. Wouldn't have it no other way. Live, laugh, love. Let's make the world better. Give somebody a hug. Let's bring the world back together. With morning coffee, let's have morning coffee. Morning coffee. Start your day with faith, inspiration, and love. Start your day with faith, inspiration, and love.